Okay, I want to look at the names of some lines today, but before we start to look at the names of lines, we need to realise that lines are just lots of coordinates or points joined together. So we're going to just look at a coordinate. I'm going to choose this position here, okay? And you might already know that we would write that as 3, 5. You might also know that first value 3 is sometimes called the x coordinate, okay? Why might that be? It's because it's on the x-axis at 3. That's how far along I have to travel to get to my red point. 3 along, 3 on the x-axis. Then the 5 we call the y value or the y coordinate, because that's where I have to be in terms of my y-axis. I need to be up 5 places. So that has an x value of 3 and a y value of 5. We could plot another one. What do you think this time would be the x value? So where am I in terms of the x-axis? I'm at -4. And the y value, where are we in terms of the y-axis? We're at 1. It's important to remember the first value is always called x and the second value is always called y. Now we can look at a line. So let's draw a straight line. Okay, and this is parallel to the axis. And we've already said lines are just made up of a series of points. I'm just going to highlight that by just drawing on some of the points that this line is made up of. Okay, obviously there are more points in between the ones that I'm drawing, but I'm just going to stick with whole numbers for today. Okay, so there's some of the points that make up this line. Let's write the coordinates down. So the top one here has an x value of -3 and a y value of 7, or an x value of -3 and a y value of 6, -3, 5, -3, 4. Do I need to keep going, or are we spotting a pattern now? Hopefully you can see something keeps staying the same. Don't worry about the part that changes. Think about what's staying the same. This is always the same, isn't it? What did we call the first value? Think back. The first value is called the x value. And on this line, every single x value is -3. So the name of this line then is called x is -3. That's the name of the line because every x value is -3. Let's draw another line. Think about what this might be called. Let's plot some points that are on this line and label. I'm not going to do lots, let's just do a few. So the x value will be 7 and the y value will be -5. And then I've got 6 -5, 5 -5. What's staying the same with these points? I don't think it's the x value this time. The thing that's staying the same is this second one, isn't it? The -5. What do we call that value, the second value? We call that y. The y value keeps being -5. So the name of that line is y equals -5. That's the name of the line because that's a rule that works for every single coordinate on that line.